As the show continues on now, and I continue my tour around Mason County to talk to the 7 different school districts here, I'm at the Hood Canal School District office, just outside the Union Square Deli with Nikki Grubbs. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much, Jeff, for coming out and seeing us.
Well, I'm excited to give a little better spotlight on all the schools this year.
That's great.
And I got to know, how has it been so far? Been a week or so, right?
With kids, it's been great. School started on Wednesday. With adults, more concerns about COVID, in particular what's going on with the governor,
right?
OSPI, Department of Health expectations. So a lot of questions about how our future is going to evolve with online learning and what it looks like with COVID.
One thing that I've been talking with the superintendents that I've had a chance to talk to so far, and I just want to make sure and get it clear out there to folks. Mm-hmm. You as the superintendent and the school board are not the ones that are putting these mask mandates, these vaccination mandates. These come down from the governor's office, the Office of School and Public Instruction, the health department, like you mentioned, right?
Yes, we get directed by the local Department of Health, as well as OSPI and the governor's mandates. So we need to make sure we follow those.
Yeah, and again, you are the messenger of these, and often, though, the front line to hear from the other side and folks with concerns about those things.
That's right, and everybody has different opinions, different passions, whether it be wearing masks or getting vaccinations, and so that can be really troubling.
How's it going with the conversations with your staff at Hood Canal schools regarding those vaccinations and things like that?
It's been pretty good so far with our staff. Fortunately, our local tribe, Skokomish Tribal Nation, provided our vaccines. So almost every staff member had a vaccination. We do have a couple of religious and medical exemptions. So we're really fortunate in that most of our staff have been vaccinated, but I know that it's a struggle among school districts who have lots of folks with different philosophical beliefs and medical conditions to where they can't get the vaccination.
The sounds of the kids as I've been onto the school grounds is great. It's a welcome change over the last year and a half or so.
They're so excited.
Yeah, and I know your goal and everybody's goal is to keep them there all year long. How quickly, though, are you going to be able to, if necessary, pivot to a different learning model?
We'll be able to pivot pretty quickly, and we have to be ready for that because depending on the COVID rates in our community, we could have an outbreak in one grade level or several grade levels. And we have to be ready to work with the Department of Health and make the determination who's going to go home and quarantine and who gets to continue coming to school. So we got to be ready for that at a moment's notice and send home those Chromebooks so kids can access their teachers.
How do the kids interact there at the school on a basis? I know my son, when he's out at recess as a second grader, there are also fifth graders on his recess, but I doubt they really interact with each other. But how do the kids move through the school like that together?
So for our school, we have hallways of 2 to 3 grade levels that we try to cohort, keep them together. They enter through that hallway in the morning, so they're only interacting with each other. We try our very best, but we also know that kids mix when they're at home in their local neighborhoods, and on buses, we also are challenged by kids at different grade levels interacting.
For sure. What other kind of great community partners out there have you been able to work with and help push the district forward?
Well, I'll tell you what, the YMCA is doing some great things with us.
Oh, tell me more.
We have an early release for teachers to have professional development on Wednesdays. And we are trying to form a partnership so we can have our kids go swimming at the Shelton YMCA that just opened
Wow,
up. So,
that would be a great one.
Yeah, so we're very grateful to that organization and lots of other local community organizations that have provided us with supplies, funding for supplies for kids, food for kids, and just we have a great community that wraps around us and helps us with our population.
Well, I'm really excited to focus more on the Hood Canal School District over the course of this 2021-2022 school year. Nikki Grubbs, thank you so much for spending some time with me. And then we're going to continue these conversations. We'll head out to the school and show off some of those things too. And
Sounds great.
It'll be a great school year.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to meet with you.
Thank you.